Mind control is a trope that is used quite a lot in fiction to depict a character that has been forced to do something that he or she opposes. There are a number of different examples in this particular regard. However, one particular story that uses the philosophy of brainwashing in a completely different level is none other than Shingeki no Kyojin. This immensely popular anime and manga series by Hajime Isayama is like a reflection to the real world problems of brainwashing done by the powerful to oppress the weak. Hello and welcome to WonderWyZ. My name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Attack on Titan and how it deals with the dangerous philosophy of brainwashing. Brainwashing, also known as mind control, thought reform, and re-education, is the concept that human mind can be altered or controlled by certain psychological techniques. Brainwashing is said to reduce its subject's ability to think critically or independently, to allow the introduction of new unwanted thoughts and ideas into their minds, as well as to change their attitudes, values, and beliefs. Look at the last two lines of this definition once again, because they are very important and relevant in today's discussion surrounding Attack on Titan. Oh, but before proceeding with the video, I must remind everyone that this video will contain spoilers from the manga. You have been warned. Please proceed at your own risk. Anyway, altering or controlling human mind via psychological techniques. This is something that has actually happened quite extensively in the world of Attack on Titan, and it's much more prevalent than you actually think. Moreover, it is extensively used in both Eldia as well as Marley. Now let's start this from the point of view of Marley, or rather the Eldians that stay in the camps of Marley. So because of the incidents that happened years ago, namely the Eldian king unleashing the titans on the world that destroyed everything, since then the remaining Eldians on Marley have been brainwashed again and again so that they believe that all other Eldians, or rather all other subjects of Ymir, are the spawns of devil. No matter what, no matter who, kids, teens, adults, every last one of them has the blood of the devil inside their veins, and they will only get retribution if they successfully bring down the Paradise Island. This was the basis of the warrior program that actually attacked Shiganshina and started the events of Attack on Titan. For years, Marley has brainwashed them into thinking that only by doing this can they become the true honorary citizens of Marley, and without this, their life is virtually worthless. They can have no dreams, they cannot go out of their camps, and they are basically low-life creatures that deserve hatred because of their blood. On the surface, this doesn't seem that extreme, but when we start seeing examples, the effects are crystal clear. Just take the example of Gaby. Now yeah, granted, even I hated this character after her introduction into the series, especially after what she did to our precious potato girl. And I won't lie, but I was also a part of the I hate Gaby bandwagon after seeing her repeatedly telling the young girl who saved her life that she deserves to die because she's a devil or she has the blood of devil inside her veins. But slowly after that, I realized the pain in her story as well. I might never fully forgive her for what she has done, but at the same time, I understand her moral standpoint right now. Just imagine that you are a small kid who doesn't know anything about the world. For you, your parents are everything. One day your parents take you to a tall building to show you what lies beyond the roof. Fair enough. But just then a sweeper comes in, who is literally disgusted to see you and your family, to the point that he throws the dirty water at you. And this is not any isolated incident of injustice that has occurred. Events like this happen every day to everyone, to each and every Eldian that is living in Marley, be it your parents, your relatives, your friends. This is the story of Zeke, this is the story of Reiner, and this is the story of Gaby, and so on and so forth. Every Marleyan hates you because you have the blood of the quote-unquote devil running inside your veins, because you are the descendants of the people who once caused havoc on the world with their powers. And the only way via which you can prove to Marley and the entire world that no, you are not the same as those evil island dwellers, you need to become a warrior for Marley. That's the only way via which you can save your family and make them the honorary citizen of this country. And that's the only way to prove that you are not the same as those devils residing on the island. Man or woman, child or elder, right from a very young age, you have been indoctrinated to hate the Eldians from Paradise. and to see them nothing more than the spawn of the devil. This is their story. Do you understand the level of brainwashing and manipulation that has been done here just to make these people think that the people from Paradis are devil? They have lost their sense of morality, and Marley has indiscriminately kept turning people into mindless titans as a living hell. But no, all of this is justified in their eyes because people of Paradis are the quote-unquote devils. My goodness, it's as if I'm listening to the preachings of some real-world religious cult that's preying on innocent minds, or even some shitty government that's molding the minds of youth via propaganda and mind control. And this is not just a story on the Marleyan side of things. Oh no. It's the same shit that happens in Paradis as well. It's the same thing everywhere, and that is what I really like about the world created by Isayama. There is no predefined good or bad entity that is at work here. It's only the power corrupt higher ups that are preying on the minds of innocent and poor people in order to further their agenda. The goals of the two places might be different, but in the end, it's the common people who are suffering. In the case of Paradis Island, the real royal family has been manipulating and brainwashing the masses for centuries now, telling them that nothing actually lies beyond the walls, all the while keeping the identity of the Titans a secret. At the same time, gaining knowledge of outside world was prohibited so that no one could try to acquire such knowledge, so much so that trying to acquire such knowledge meant death, as we saw in the case with Erwin's father. At the same time, the world religion was deceiving the masses and feeding them with falsehood. These all are mind games and mind tricks and manipulation tactics utilized by the royal family so that no citizen tries to seek or acquire knowledge of the outside world that lies beyond the walls. Like I said before, the situation is the same everywhere. The rich and powerful exploits the mind of the common people right from a very tender age, thus molding all the thoughts in a predefined, hateful narrative, even though the other person might not have done anything to begin with. This is the dangerous philosophy of brainwashing that Isayama has shown in Attack on Titan, and this philosophy is the reason behind the deaths of thousands of people in the world of Attack on Titan. So that's it for today guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Do you agree or disagree with my thoughts? Do mention them in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more. This is WonderYZ and I'll see you soon in the next video.